Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces November 28, 2022. Your tendency is to multitask today, with the moon in your solar third house. Energies are good for learning, diversifying, sharing, and reaching out to others. Connecting with friends or a partner can bring a pleasant surprise. With Jupiter's recent direct turn in your solar fifth house, creative blocks are likely to lift. More clarity or enthusiasm may come to your love life, pursuit of joy, leisure time, or creative projects. Faith and optimism increase. You'll likely make more spontaneous and natural connections in the coming weeks. Your excitement or motivation surrounding love, entertainment, hobbies, and pastimes builds. Mars does remain retrograde, and some areas of life can still feel a little slow going, but increasing confidence and boosted morale can help you get through delays or slower times. Mental Mercury, the last of the trio of planets that have been activating you in recent weeks, has now left you behind to pursue other terrains. As he sizzles into Sagittarius, he will draw attention to your solar second house of finances. You may now be discussing plans for purchases with your significant other or even balancing your bank accounts as a team. Money talks, so know where the two of yours is always going. If you'd like to consult a financial advisor to help the two of you out, now is an auspicious moment. You may need to be more vulnerable than usual today when the moon in Capricorn squares Chiron retrograde in Aries. Given that Luna is influencing your conversation skills, you might feel notably sensitive while maintaining your professional authority. However, the square to Chiron retrograde may feel notably raw at some points, especially if certain work stressors or sore spots arise. Instead of shielding away, use this square as an opportunity to open up about what you want to change or adjust in your work life for the better. While it has only been 5 days since the sun returned to your income sector and since the solar spotlight has been on your income situation, matters, and options, a lot of water has already passed under the bridge in that time. In that time, an alignment between Venus and Mercury has peaked and a new moon has given income matters the green light. However, just 5 days into a month-long visit, this is still early days. This period is all about transformation, something you will be particularly well adapted to do, using the positioning of the planets as a safety net to make the emotional changes you need in your life. Try to separate the chaff from the wheat, so to speak, and concentrate on the relationships that give you sustenance. Likewise, choose to eat what gives you strength rather than what takes away your strength. Getting enough rest is imperative when you are living life to the fullest. It's your day to shine. Did you know that it was once thought to be bad luck to be an 8? Even the number itself was considered a bad omen. Yet, luck truly has nothing to do with an 8's path. Yours is one of ambition, monetary gain, status, and the proper balance of these in your life. Those who make a lot of money need to know how to spend wisely, whereas those who aren't as successful need to continue to strive through hard work. It's dedication and diligence that make it or break it for you. Just as the sun is spending his first weekend in your income sector and a day after the moon left, wrapping up a new moon 2 days earlier, a friendly aspect between Venus and Chiron in your work sector is a sign of what is to come. This comes just as the same aspect to Mercury, now in his final 10 days in your income sector, is separating, but with more to come. With Jupiter on his way back to your work sector, this is helping to boost your confidence on the income and job fronts while picking up on a sense of anticipation. At the same time that Jupiter is spending his first weekend in direct motion in your romantic sector, Neptune is spending his last in retrograde motion here. The planets of luck and dreams are still working in harmony, but for now they are holding the doors open to the past, present, and future at the same time. This comes as the moon is not just making it easier to keep the communication lines open on the relationship front, but in a way that is a taste of things to come. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings an element of swiftness and response. The day starts intense, with a ton of energy swirling around. Remember that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. You planted the seeds a while back, so go ahead and jump into your destiny. You're optimistic, willing to take risks. Self-reliance and the charm you possess gives you great confidence. If you suffer the indignity of being turned down by a potential date, this has little effect on the way you feel. There are people out there who appreciate what you offer and willing to share their love with you. You're a soldier. Ask yourself exactly who and what you're willing to fight for. That is exactly where you need to focus your time and attention. It might even require you to cut unwanted things and people from your life. You'll feel encouraged to stick to your commitments and rebel against the system. It's going to require you to stand up for yourself in many areas of your life. Today is not a good day for financial adventures. You are being somewhat sluggish and aren't at all creative. Refrain from starting ambitious projects. You don't have the necessary willpower to conclude them successfully. Wait for better times, because if you try to force things through now, they will backfire. You've done what you needed to do, and you've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. Be proud of yourself. This evening, let yourself chillax with some wonderful food, conversation, and company. In the morning, the Capricorn moon squares off with Chiron in Aries, provoking insecurity. Conflicts emerge. Our ability to care for ourselves or others is called into question. We may be willing to rise to the occasion and assume the management process, but fears of inadequacy give us pause. In our past, we were belittled for taking a strong, assertive approach. We had to learn how to temper our emotions to get what we need, but employing more reserved tactics may not serve us well at this moment. For now, we must face this challenge without the promise of a win, which can be anxiety-inducing. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. It's essential to ask yourself if your actions are always necessary. Often you feel as if you have to prove yourself to your colleagues and without reason may use questionable means to achieve this by opposing suggestions they make. Try to remain helpful and cooperative. Projects work out much better. Mid-afternoon, the moon trines Uranus in Taurus, allowing us to loosen up and go with the flow. Sudden shakeups to work, routines, or resources prompt us to approach our problems in new ways. Disruptions such as these would ordinarily bother us, but they now offer a chance to stop thinking so much about ourselves and focus on the task at hand. The known is what is presently causing us grief, this idea that we are incapable of overcoming our personal failings. The unknown, however, is full of possibility. Switching up our agendas and breaking from bad habits is liberating and frees us from self-consciousness. We will likely be met with serendipity in the later part of the day. Chance meetings, surprising turn of events, or unexpected opportunities are only a few of fate's possible manifestations.